Hey there, it's Christian Ligori again with another lesson. Um, this lesson is going to be on chord soloing and things having to do with using um, chords in place of single notes while improvising. Um, we're going to mostly look at minor stuff because it sounds really cool, especially like with jazz, using minor stuff. And going up, basically doing a regular minor scale, except instead of using just single notes like stuff like that, it's gonna sound more like stuff like that. And during if you're playing like a minor blues and jazz, there's a lot of things you can do. So I'm gonna show you a couple of different cool little tricks. So obviously, just like as I said many times before, all chord shapes that are not open, all closed shaped chords are always movable on the guitar. Anything that's not an open regular chord, so that's why you have your diminished, which every 4 frets, um, is in the key. So with that in mind, we'll try say in G minor, right? So we'll go up. Now it's a minor, minor, major, major, minor, and back down. Then you can add this. So basically, it's G minor, A minor, B flat major, C major, D minor, then right back down. Then you can resolve it with that sharp 9, with the added pinky on the first fret. And you could use it obviously the pentatonic or the just a regular minor scale. You know. But yeah, so and you could use that like in like a minor blues or something. You could also do with the diminished, depending on what key you're in. So if it's an A minor, sorry. So you just have to keep track of your frets. So sometimes it's a little bit hard. Um, you have to make sure that it's every 4 frets when you're doing your diminished chord. Your diminished chord is basically like you have a D chord, you move up you move up everything 1 fret or 1 string. So instead of like that, you basically move the chord up every finger 1 string, and then you put your um, pinky on on the first string below your ring finger, like that, and at every 4 frets it encompasses that key. So the G minor, like that. So you could use that in a blues. So it would be the stuff like that. And same thing in every key going up the neck. But and also that other pattern could work in a blues or just in a regular like minor song, like in surf rock music. Like say if you were doing something like something like that, or something like You know, so it could be used even outside of jazz, but you know, it could, but definitely in like a minor blues situation, that you know, like that cool, like, you know, like the more like that, like really laid back, like 60s and 70s sounding jazz, like like that's like soul jazz and stuff like that. A lot of this stuff's used. George Benson always uses chord solos with that, like in with, you know, majors, minors, diminished, so everything. You know, you could even do it in the minor position too. Say if you're in D minor. So it's major going up the D minor scale would be minor, minor, major. So, and then if you say if you're playing like a jazz tune, that's a you know, it's like a, you know, you could do or something that's in a instead of doing that, you can go stuff like that. You know, you could even use those in solos. You could even comp with those chords as well. So you know, it makes for a pretty cool, you know, different type of sound. You know, so you know, definitely keep that in mind. So again, let's just go over what you know, everything we went over. So first, it's the minor. That's a G minor. I'll do an A minor too, so you can get that sound. Then I did diminished, and then A minor. So using those small techniques will make a world of a difference. They're not that complex. You could even use them in regular bar chord form too, like, you know, just like, but preferably try to use the you know, the more of the closed chord, like the minor with the root and the three fingers, skipping the second the fifth string and barring the three. Use a triad for your, don't use the F shape, don't use the bot, just make it a triad shape. Even with the minor too, use triad shapes. Don't, like, so it sounds cooler with just with like the triad thing. Sounds like much warmer that way. You know, you could experiment with stuff too and play with the stuff, but definitely but if you want, if you're like, you know, a jazz guy or even like a bluesier type of guy, you know, more of the, instead of using all of this, the bar chords and stuff like that. But you can, you know, maybe somebody that's like a rock musician or something like that wants to explore with it. You know, go right ahead. You know, musical exploration is very important. So, you know, definitely keep all this stuff in mind, and I hope that you know, this can be of use. And I should be back pretty soon. I'm sorry for all the flashing and stuff. I have my TV right next to me. It's on. It's giving me a little bit more light, because when I have my light on over there, it kind of tends to make the camera like a little bit grainy. So I have to kind of just use my desk light, and I keep the TV on for a little extra light so you can see me play. So just don't mind the flashing. But besides that, just keep picking, and if you have any questions, definitely put a comment out there. Alright, until then, let's keep on playing.